Okay, it's Monday. It's a little bit in the afternoon, so we might catch some bad luck at the gym with how busy it gets and how loud it gets. So cross your fingers for us that hopefully once we get there, it's not too crazy noisy. If not, I'm just gonna try to talk louder for you guys so that way I can make it easier for me to isolate my voice post production. So I think that's gonna be the route we're gonna take. Just talk a little bit louder, or at least just loud enough. But for the folks that are new, today is a leg. Today is a quad focus leg day. For the folks that are new, you guys already know the deal. We're hitting quads today. Now, I'm kind of undecisive. I'm kind of debating on whether I should do Smith machine or whether I should do hack squats. Originally, I was going to do Smith machine with Jasmine. That's usually how we do it. We join her with Smith machines because she likes that one. She doesn't really like the hack squat machine. She really can't stack too much weight on it, so she prefers the Smith. And so we like to throw that one in just for funsies. And originally we are gonna do it today, but she ended up taking a rest day today, and she's just gonna do a bit of a hybrid day tomorrow, where it's gonna be a little bit longer than usual, so that way she can incorporate some other muscle groups she wasn't able to hit today. So that's the game plan. And now the reason she took a rest day, shout out to her by the way, because she took a rest day so we can kind of have a little bit extra time to head over here to the gym. But what ended up happening was I was in a meeting earlier today. Tell me why this big ass shelf that we have on top of the TV that carries plants, carries books, I think even maybe some vinyls. Tell me why it fell in the middle of my meeting. And so it created this loud boom and it broke a lamp on the way down. It made a whole mess of soil everywhere. It was just like everywhere. And because I was in a meeting, Jasmine had to kind of take care of it a little bit. And then I kind of checked in on her after, but it was a mess. And unfortunately, the TV got dented, but luckily it didn't get broken. I think I would have been more sad if the TV got broken because it was a housewarming gift from my mom. Shout out to her. And so it was an expensive one. And so I would have been quite sad if it would have gotten broken because of it. It happened literally out of nowhere. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But it seemed like Jasmine told me that it seemed like Paco noticed it right before it happened because his ears lifted and then he ran right before it dropped. So it's almost like he anticipated for it to happen. But it's a little bit unfortunate. It just kind of happens. So now I think what we're gonna end up do to cover up that area is just gonna use some paintings maybe that we thrift or we buy, or maybe some frames. We'll have to see what we do with that area. But I can actually show you guys a before and after of how it looked right here. So I'll show you guys how it looked before, and I'll give you guys an after because Jasmine took a picture. So it was a little bit unfortunate. Today was a little hectic too. I was practicing some presentations with my coworkers, and they were a little bit rougher around the edges because a little bit of a new topic. So it was a little bit of a stressful day today for me. But hopefully we can de-stress once we get to the gym and kind of leave that behind and really put in some work once we get over there. Because that's really all you can do, man. Even though you're dealing with outside stressors, once you hit the gym, you're gonna try to get the best out of it. Because if you're in there with an attitude, all upset and everything, you're not gonna have a good time. So it's better to try to lighten up the mood a little bit, let some of that stress out at the gym, and then feel a little bit better after. I think that's the right way to go about it. Anyways, I think we're gonna do Smith. I kind of made up my mind. That tip is not taken. If the class isn't using that section, we're gonna do the Smith machines for hopefully 2 sets. And then after that, we're gonna move over to the leg press machine. And we're gonna do that bad boy for 2 sets as well. I think that'll be pretty good for us. So 4 sets of a total of 4 pressing movements, and then we're gonna move over to some leg extensions. But before the leg extensions, we're gonna be using that leg press machine to do calf work. And I'll show you guys a little bit of how I set up for the folks that don't know how to set up on the leg press. But it's pretty easy. We already have the weight stacked up on there, so might as well get our calves out of the way. After we're done with calves, we're gonna move over to the leg extension. We're gonna hit that bad boy for maybe 2, maybe 3 sets. It really depends on how our quads are feeling. If I feel like 6 sets is enough, then we'll leave it there. If I think maybe I need an extra one, I can throw an extra one in there. Don't be afraid to throw an extra set if you feel like you need it. Now, that doesn't mean go bug wild and spend 3 hours at the gym. You also don't want to do a bunch of fluff work. More doesn't mean more doesn't mean gains. You got to train efficiently. You got to be optimal when you're training. So taking things to failure, bringing the intensity is going to get you there. So we're going to do some leg extensions for 2-3 sets, end off quads with a total of 6 to 7 sets. After that, we're going to move over to the abductor, move into our inner thighs, get it nice and meaty. We want to get it nice and strong because that helps us stabilize for other movements as well. So don't sleep on your accessories. And then after that, man, we're done with legs. We're gonna move over to some biceps. Now, I think we're gonna stick to 6 sets. Last week we did an extra set. We hit 7. Tell me why my biceps didn't recover until yesterday. So it took literally a whole week for them to recover just because I added an extra set of failure. So be a little bit mindful, because to be honest with you guys, I much rather hit my muscle groups twice a week because that's the optimal range. Anywhere from 10 to 20 sets a week. And so hitting it twice a week gets us into that optimal range. So that's just a little bit of a pro tip. But we're gonna hit 6 sets of biceps. I'm thinking 3 sets of some incline curls, man. Those incline curls have been feeling good. If not, I think we're just gonna do some standing curls. Those should be just fine. And then after that, we're gonna, I think, move over to some type of preacher curl. I'm thinking maybe the single arm preacher curl might be it. That one's been feeling pretty good with one of the benches. So I think we might set up that. Or if the other side of the gym that has an actual preacher curl little bench, we might just use that instead. It just kind of depends on how busy things are. Now I hope it's not too packed. We're rocking the Alpha Line pre-workout today just to kind of change it up a little bit. This one also tastes a little bit different, so I kind of want to try something that I would actually hella like in terms of flavor. This flavor wasn't bad at all. But we're gonna do 6, 7 sets of biceps, and then after that, we're gonna do some forearms. Now, I won't be recording forearms just because with forearms, it's just really just motorcycles and some of these, and I don't think we need to see those again. I've already kind of posted them in the channel, but we're gonna do 4 sets of forearms, and then we're gonna be done with our day today. So it's not gonna be. I'm hoping it's not gonna be too much of a crazy one, but we'll see because leg day be putting us through it. I won't even lie to you guys. Anyways, I'll see you guys at the gym. Let's hope it's not too packed. Let's hope it's not too busy, and it's smooth sailing once we get in there. I'll see you guys over there. You just made it over here. I told you guys that we're gonna make these variable classes starting, so a little bit unfortunate, but I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and warm up, and I'll see you guys for the second warm up. I'm just gonna end up doing this get done sheet and then massive class. Hoping. Let's still warm up with the 45s. Let's see how they're feeling. Hopefully they're light. Oh, today's been great. All right. Something like that. There we fucking go. I think we got 8. You have to look back. There's somebody count ones up. How much a 3 to 5 minute breather? Then I'll see you guys for the second set. Let's go ahead and do our next one. We ended up dropping 5 pounds total, 2.5 on this side, 2.5 on this side. After this, hopefully the leg press isn't taken, and we'll go do that bad boy after this, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see because right now it's taken. If not, I think we're just going to end up doing maybe the V squat. I think the V squat should be just as fine. We'll have to see once we set up. All right, let's do this one. Almost. We have the 15s available to us. So I think that should be fine. Let's get as many as we can. Hopefully you can solid 4 to 5. I think I'll be pretty good with this. With this, I think 20-pound drop, 10 on each side. That was good. Let's move on to the next one. I don't know if it'll be the V squat or the leg press. We'll have to see what's available once we clean up this section. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this next one. We're gonna do some leg press, like I mentioned. Thankfully, it was done by the time we set up the Smith machine. Lucky for us. Lucky for us. Now, let's set this bad boy up. We're gonna do this one for 2 sets. And then after that, we're gonna do it with calves, but we're gonna add a little bit more weight. Just because with our calves we can load a little bit more. We're gonna do this one for 2.
Won't be recording calves, and then I'll see you guys for some leg extensions up next. We're gonna start off with 345s and a 10 on each side. Just try to get as many as we can. Luckily, it's dying a little bit at the gym, which is nice. That was good. One more just like that. Oof. Wow. I usually keep my stance a little bit closer. Oh. I'm thinking we're just gonna be doing this bad boy for, I'm thinking just 2 sets. And I think those will be pretty good now. We're gonna do 210 to start things off. See how that goes. We got 7. Let's let's pause at that and hopefully hit it for 3 more. I think that'll be pretty good. But we're gonna keep it at 210. I think after this, we're gonna move to the other side of the gym where it's a lot quieter. And we'll do biceps over down that side. All right, let's hit this for hopefully 3, 4 more. We'll see. I need a 5 second, not 5 seconds, 5 minute breather. And then we'll hit this one for I'm thinking 195. We'll do the trick. I need a 5 minute breather though. I'll be right back. Let's do our next one. That's enough rest. Like I mentioned, we're gonna do 195. Take that for a ride. Fucking open the best sheet. We should be playing too much. We're drop setting that. Fucking hurt. I'll drop set for 1 sec. Here's what I mean. What's it, a 10-second for you? No, wait. Fine. All right. I'm gonna move to the other side of the gym. Let's go do some biceps now. Okay. Now, luckily, it wasn't as busy in this side of the gym, so we're gonna do some incline curls. I think we're gonna take either the 35s or maybe the 30s. Well, I can fucking see. I think we might just do 35s though. I think that'll be a good top set. After that, I think we'll move down little by little. Let's take the 35s for a spin, and let's hope for the best. You know, that wasn't too bad, but we kind of fell short by maybe 2. So I'm gonna do is maybe take a quick pause set, maybe like a 10, 20-second break, and then we'll hit it for hopefully the same weight. For sure, though, I'm thinking on the next one, I'm looking at the 30s already. We're gonna show them some love after this. I just hit it for hopefully 2 more. We gotta move to the 30s. Okay, let's do this next one. Like I mentioned, we're gonna take the 30s for a spin. We're gonna listen to some Kodak Black, get us through this. I think instead of doing one at a time, I'm gonna do them both at the same time. Save a little bit of time. I'm like fucking shaky from that leg day. I'm like super fucking beat already. Running up energy so fucking fast. I'm about to faint on you guys. All right. We have one more exercise after our last set. Guess all that fucking goes fast because I'm already beat. I'll wipe my face real quick. No tissue, so we're gonna use our shirt. Okay. In between that little white, I decided to do a little bit of a pause. So let's do it. Same for all of them. Okay. I think that was good. For our next one, I think we either stick to 30s or we do 25s. We'll have to see. I think we might do 25s though, because our energy today is a lot lower than we would like. I think it's also just a little bit later. I usually have a little bit more energy once I'm a little bit more refreshed throughout the day. And that's just around the mornings to maybe around the 12 p.m. time is usually when I feel a little bit more refreshed. Anyways, I think for the third one, we're gonna do 25s. I think that'll be good. Let's grab those. Let's do our last group. We're gonna do 25s. Today, our energy levels are a little bit lower than usual, so I don't think I can hit the 30s again for a solid 7 to 8. Unless we end up pausing setting it or we end up drop setting it. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get a solid 8 reps to maybe 9. So I think we made a good call, dropping down to the 25s. After this, it just kind of depends on how noisy the other side is. We might stick to here, do that preacher curl that we kind of like, that single arm, or we do a cable sack. I don't know just yet. We'll have to see. Let's say these 25s first. They go up the nice tools. Okay. That was good. Let's on to the next one now. I think we might do 25s or 20s. Let's see what we do for that preacher curl. I have a fucking tendency of forgetting my fucking mic and turning on the camera. So a lot of the times I'm fucking talking to myself, which is not it's not the most fun thing to do. So now that we have the camera on, let's try 25 pounds for these. Hope for the fucking best. If it feels too fucking heavy, I'm thinking we're just gonna drop set it a little bit, or we just automatically go down to the 20s if that first set or that first rep of 25 is just too heavy. I'm make sure we're not fucking hurting ourselves now. But shout out to the homie Brandon. He's the one that showed us these. Let's try these out again. See how they feel. We're gonna start with our left hand, which is a weaker hand. What else in it? The point over now. Okay. Now, I'm thinking for the last two, we're gonna stick to the 20s. The 25s are a little bit too heavy for my liking, so I think it's smarter we do that. I'm gonna take a 2-minute breather and then we'll start up again. What is it? 20? Uh, the last one was what? It's getting on, right?
Ah, okay, one more, and then we do forearms, but I won't be recording those. Let's give you guys a bit of an angle change on this side. Let's see our last set of biceps. Then I'll see you guys for the balls on actually. I'm gonna do some more, but I won't be recording those. Let me see. Scoop. Okay. Now that was our last one. We're done here. I'm gonna go to the other side of the gym, grab one of the cable stacks, do some motorcycles like I like to call them, and then work on our inner forearm. So I'll see you guys for the pose down. I think we're gonna get lucky. We're gonna better use the squat rack on the other side. Okay. We're finally done with today's workout. Let's see what kind of damage we did now. Unfortunately, I can't really give you guys or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you guys a bit of not a shirtless, but I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a pose down from the top. And then I'm gonna go to one of the bathrooms and show you guys a little bit of the legs. So that way you guys can see what kind of damage we did. But you know, I can't really drop my pants down just being boxers in the gym. So we're gonna have to do that in the bathroom once we finish up here. Anyways, I think we hit a PR when it came to those hack squats. I need to look back a little bit. I want to say I counted 8, but with my counting, can't fucking guarantee it. So I won't know until I get home. But I'm almost 90% sure I got that extra rep. So let's hope so. Let's hope so. If not, we're gonna have to fucking go for it again. That's just kind of what it's like. If you can't get it the first time, fucking go for the second time, go for the third time until you get it. So that's what we're gonna end up doing. All right, let's look at the top. Then we'll look at the legs in the bathroom before. Honestly, most of the pump already kind of went away, but I think I'll be fine.
Sometimes I need a little bit of a breather in between. Because fucking posing down is a fucking workout in itself. Man, my conditioning when it comes to holding the poses fucking sucks. I need to practice more at home. So that way it gets a little bit better once I'm here at the gym. All right, let's keep doing it.
Okay, so remember that you were trying to 15 music. When it's oh. Okay. So what I'm eating that.
Let's take a look at the back now. And then we'll go to the bathroom and finish on the pose down. Okay. I think that's it. Let's get one more view actually from the front because things are looking kind of nice. Nice. Okay. Let's go to the bathroom, show you guys the legs, and finish it off there. The earlier clip was a little bit too blurry for my liking, so I'm going to include it still in the pose down, but let's get a clearer view here in the bathroom. We're also going to get a bit of a view on the legs, just because I forgot to bring shorts again. I can't really wear shorts because of the sun and the tattoo, so we're going to do it here in the bathroom. So let's drop the shorts. We're going to do it in boxers today, which I think should be fine. But let's see what kind of damage we did today. Things are looking pretty good if you ask me. Perfect. All right, let's see how the legs are lifted. Nice. guys. Okay. I think that's enough. Let's go home. I have some food waiting for us. Today was a good fucking leg day. Tomorrow we have chest, we have triceps, and we have some hamstrings. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, stay consistent. Don't skip your cardio.